Hello everyone. So now we are going to see how we are going to create filters or how we are going to use filters in our IBM Cognos reporting. So we are on the home page of IBM Cognos Analytics. We'll create a new report from the left hand side menu. Select on new, go to report, select one column report, create, select a source. You can select any source as per your requirement. This for learning purpose, we are using the sample one. We'll use the by industry, retail. So our source is selected. Once our source is selected, we'll create a list report and we'll provide a name to this list report. List product, we'll provide the query name to query product, select OK. I'll add few values, few columns from the left hand side. So I'll just add product related columns over here and I'll run the report and see the values what we are having right now. So in this case, once I see the output, I'll be able to see my data, and based on my data, I'll see like what filter I need to apply on. So I can see we are having product group, product category, product type, and products. These are 4 columns added to this report. So I want to see only value related to the food, I can say food product group. Okay, so let us go back to our report. This is our report design, and there are multiple ways to add a filter to our Cognos report. The first way is from the user interface. You have a funnel icon in the top, you can say toolbar. When we select it over here, I will be directed to add a filter in our report. The second option is you can from the top you can say you can go to the navigator and there is a queries we can see. The query is created in the background when we created this list in the front for you can say for front end. So background, you can say query is created. So we'll just click on this query product. So this is our query. As a developer, I would prefer doing in this way rather than going into the interface way. So this is a very simple way and very easy way to add it. I'll also showcase you this first way from the interface, but this is my query, which is related to this list actually. So this is my query. I'll drag this product group into this detailed query. Now we have multiple type of filters. As you can see, there is a detail filter, summary filter, and slices, which are used in different scenarios for different data sets actually. So now in this session, we are going to see how we are going to use a detail filter. So we'll drag this product group into this detail filter. And as we can see, this is an expression window which is open. And we can type our expression in this case. But for example, we are not sure what type of data is present in this product group. So we want to see the data or the spellings or the values which is present in the database. For that, we can go on the left hand side. We have the tab known as data items tab. Select on this data items tab and select on the product group. And from these menu options, we have an option to select single value or select multiple value. So I'll just for now select single value. I'll select a single value over here. A window will open and it will showcase me all the list of values present in the database. So I can choose one and apply this values to this filter. So I have selected food for now. I have selected insert. I can see the values inserted. I need to make some changes, like I need to add an equals to sign. This is the perfect because this is the perfect syntax of any expression in IBM Cognos. There is a button to validate. For example, if anything goes wrong in my calculation, basically in my expression, so I can at any point of time I can validate this syntax whether it's correct or not. So I can see there is no error. So that means my filters format is correct and it is applied. I'll select OK and run the report in HTML. Let us see if we should be getting the value only filtered for the food item. We should not be able to see other values. Very simple because we have applied filter only for the food item. As we can see, we have applied filter only for food items. Now, the other thing is like when you have applied the filter, when you click on this filter, if you see there's a multiple options over here on the right hand side related to this filter, detail filter. The first one is it will show you the definition, the expression what you have used in this filter. The second one is usage property. Usage property is something like it will give you three options: required, optional, and disabled. If you see, it is going to specify whether the usage of the object is optional, required, or disabled. When you are selecting anything as an optional, you can say it will it if all the parameters are not available, then also you can get the report output. So if you can see, you have the complete explanation at the bottom. You can say this complete explanation of this, how this usage filter is used, it is present over here. So you can just go through and read this. You can say when optional, this condition applies in if all parameters referenced by the expression are provided with values. If the expression does not refer to any parameter, for example, then this condition is always applied. When it is disabled, this disabled case is very important. When you have created the report, when you have created the filter in the report and you don't want to use it for now, but in future you may need it, so you don't want to completely delete actually, but you can keep this filter as a disabled mode and it will not be used in the report. So in those cases, you can say we can use this disabled mode. If you want, if you are sure 100% you want to apply this filter, it should be required. If we are not sure, if the parameter is not present, then also the report should run. You can make it optional. And if you don't want to use this filter for now, but in future, if there may be requirements, so you can enable it. So just try to make it disabled for now. So in our case, you can say we have made it required. The second one, we have application before auto aggregation and after auto aggregation. I have one session also for this before aggregation and after aggregation. This is the application. This is the place where you are going to apply the filter. Either you have to apply the filter before auto aggregation or you have to apply the filter after auto aggregation. So auto aggregation is something which is done by Cognos. Cognos is trying to auto aggregate the values at a higher level, you can say, and we can apply this filter either before auto aggregation or after auto aggregation. For now, as a default one, we'll keep this as a before auto aggregation, you can say, and coming sessions I'll explain this part also in detail. But for now, applying a filter is, you can say, in this case we have seen how we have applied filter in a normal list report. Okay, so similarly you can also apply the filter in any crosstab or charts, you can say. So basically the filter is applied on the query. Even if you go to this page one, and if you are applying the filter from the front end, if you see the options are pretty same, you can say it will have remove all filters, edit filters, or insert filter text. Now if you see edit filters, if I go to edit filters, I'll be able to see my filter which is created, and the same options which we have created is present over here also. And in this interface also, you can create more filters by the plus sign over here. So it is pretty same, like the same way we can create the filter from the front end, and similar way you can create the filter from the query. But as a developer, I would suggest everyone to create a filter always from the backend query. That's the best way, and that's the very simple and the easiest way to create a filter in a list report. Yep, thank you. That is all for creation of you can say filter to a list report. Thank you, everyone.